Okay, y'all, so I'm about to leave for Pittsburgh to go watch my girl turn pro. Just getting one of two of my meals ready to go. I didn't want to cook it yesterday because it's better when it's like prepped the day of. But I'm gonna make some for tomorrow. It's gonna be a very long day, so I usually put all of my food in glass containers, but when I travel, I notice that it's a lot easier to use Ziploc baggies, okay? Because the fridge at the hotel is not all that big, so yeah. We gotta think smarter, not harder. Because if you can't fit your food in the fridge, it doesn't matter, right? So what I'm doing right now is I'm actually prepping my meal 2, which is only 60 grams of carbs. And, oh, that's a little too much. Nope. Here we go. And 141 grams of ground turkey. So I put it in my glass container first, and then I transfer it over to my Ziploc bag. It's just a lot easier to do that. Now, I've been traveling for shows for a really long time, so traveling and prepping and things like that actually is not foreign to me at all. And I really enjoy, okay, maybe not enjoy isn't the right word, but it's a lot easier for me. I don't feel stressed out. I'm not worried about my food because I always make sure I'm prepared. Again, I'm driving, so I have a little more freedom. I don't have to worry about making weight or doing any of those things when it comes to my luggage, so that's an added bonus. There's a little extra rice in there, gotta get that. So I have, my meals are pretty simple, to be honest with you. I already cooked up my egg whites so I could let them cool off. I did a lot of my prepping yesterday, so baggy. Super simple, smash it. Now let's say you're flying or doing any of those things. What I suggest is at least cooking your protein, because rice you can get at the store. They now have those awesome instant rice, you know, packets. So if you're really not wanting to travel or you're just traveling with a carry-on and maybe one check-in, getting your protein together and freezing it like 2 days prior, you can actually use that as your ice pack. And you don't have to worry about putting ice packs in the freezer and then worrying about flying with them coming back, and your food will stay fresh and frozen, to be honest. I remember when I went pro, flying into Atlanta and then having to take a 2-hour drive to Chattanooga, and thank goodness my food was frozen because by the time we got there it was still cold but defrosted. So I didn't lose out on any of my food going bad, but I had all my protein. All I had to worry about doing was if I had to stop for carbs. I don't think back then I had to, or would have, but it's a little hack, right? You just want to make sure you always have your food ready and prepared, even if you have an Airbnb, because you never know what can happen. You never know if the flight gets delayed or you know, you have to wait for your car or something could happen. You always want to have your food with you. So that's why for me, I don't go anywhere without my food. I don't care. Care what we got going on. Checking in an extra bag if I have to. I bring my cooler with me. Even like with the hotel, having the Ziploc baggies helps prevent you from losing out on space too. Because like I said, going to a hotel, you already know that the fridge is super small anyway, so you don't want to set yourself up for failure and bring in all these crazy things. Plus, with me, since I'm going there and my girl is competing, I know she's got her food in there too, so it's like, I don't want to sit there and be that person that comes in with these massive containers and the glass containers. I am going to bring one round so that I can pack my food and heat it up in it. But I'm not going to necessarily bring the whole container, right? It'd be a little excessive. I mean, not excessive, but not that excessive, right? So, let me kitchen. There's stuff everywhere. So that's for today. Actually, that's for tomorrow and Sunday because I already have food in there for today. I need to put this in a container. Containers everywhere. Again, like I said, I'm bringing 1 round of glass containers. So, and then I'm gonna take this 5-hour drive. So, yeah. I do have my Dave's Killer Bread for my meal. Post-workout, my peanut butter, my Justin's peanut butter. I just brought the whole jar. I will bring my food scale. And what else is there? Oh, I found these stevia or Zevia drinks that I'm like obsessed with right now. And once we pull the artificial everything and everything is super clean, then I'm gonna get rid of them. But for now, they kind of help with like the carbonation and bubbly feel that I really like to have. So I packed a few of those. I also packed my cold brew for today. Tomorrow I'll buy coffee, so I'm not necessarily worried about that. All right, so meal, my pre-workout meal I do, which is what I just put in my container, but I gotta make another one for Sunday because I'm gonna try and hit the Powerhouse on my way back, either in Pittsburgh or in Harrisburg. No. I don't know, there's another Powerhouse out there that I wanna try and hit. So I wanna make sure I have all of my meals, like I said before. I don't like to guess, so it's 105 grams of rice, and then I only get 42 grams of ground turkey for this one. There we go. So I throw that right in my pan. I put a little Melinda's. I'm addicted. I put the Melinda's green sauce on my last one. So this won't end up going in a Ziploc baggie. I'm gonna end up putting this in a plastic container and then transfer it to my glass container to heat it up. So let that sit. That gets 2 eggs and then 174 grams of egg whites, and then that's my meal. So let's see, we got everything. This is for Saturday, Sunday. Oh, I need my ground beef. Okay, I guess I'm done with my turkey. Cool. Done with the turkey. Put that back in the fridge. Moving on. Ground beef, I get 5.5 ounces, so about 155 grams. My carbs are only 47 for my last meal, which is like nothing, but it's something. The ground beef has like saved me. I feel like it's hearty, so big fan. Big fan of the ground beef. I do the grass-fed 93%, and then actually if it's too fatty, I will drain it and let it sit and then put it in my container. So we're going for 47. It's like, oh, I knew that was gonna happen. Alright. Oops, a little tough. A little tough. Alright, let's see. There we go. Again, 155 grams of ground beef. This has become one of my favorite meals, to be honest. I don't know if anybody else is like this, but I'm that person that, like, obviously you can tell I like to do more than one thing at a time. Multitasking at its finest. Okay. I'm almost done. I'll show you my lunchbox shortly. But yeah, so this is what I got going on. When I'm done, I'll show you guys what the finished product looks like.